Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our class. Myself, Komal, Associate Professor from Samara National Research University. Today, our topic is Agriculture Monitoring for Sustainable Development using Remote Sensing. Agriculture means farming. It is the art and science of the cultivating crops. Agriculture play an important role in our life. It is the backbone of the economic society for every country, which provide raw material, and a large number of employment opportunity. That's why agriculture study is necessary for our society. World population is continuously increasing, which create a serious call for the sustainable development, especially in agriculture sector. The 2030 agenda for agriculture development has clearly defined that enhancing food security and ending world hunger is one of the primary aspects. So to complete this food demand and supply, sustainable development of agriculture mapping and monitoring is necessary for no poverty and zero hunger. I would like to explain few definitions which is important to understand in this class. Plant phenology. Phenology is the study of changes in the timing of seasonal phase such as seedling, tillering, jointing, rooting and maturity. It is the related to the growing season and affect ecosystem function. What is the crop yield? Yield is a measurement of the amount of agricultural production harvested per unit of land area. Sustainable agriculture means to meet society food demand without compromising the current and future generation to meet their needs. Sustainable agriculture integrates three main goals: environmental health, economic profitability, social and economic equity. We can improve our crop production but without harming environmental health, and which is also important to farmer economic profitability. Otherwise, why a farmer cultivating the crops? And both factors are related to the social and economic equity. So these are three important factors is related to each other. What is the benefit of agriculture, sustainable farming? It is keeping it local mentality is key to eliminating transportation cost and reliance on fossil fuel. The rotation of crop is good for soil health, and a healthy soil is a key to sustainability, which is provide a healthier food options for us and also supporting the rural communities. Agriculture monitoring is a challenging task mostly due to the large area land size, multiple cropping in the 1 year, and climate variabilities. Second problem is the regional crop growth estimation, which is very expensive, prone to major error, and may not provide a real-time accurate information about crop condition. And third is the how to improve yield estimation. Crop condition monitoring is connected with crop yield estimation and production because yield is the integrated result of the crop condition. It is influenced by the many factors. So which factor is include crop yield estimation? That are divided into two parts: internal factor and external factors. Internal factor, also called genetic factors: high yielding ability, chemical properties, early maturity, disease and pest. A farmer has controlled most of genetic factor according to his choice of varieties. If a farmer chooses a good quality of seed, then yield is automatically improved. Climate, soil, biotic and topographic etc. factor is affected on crop growth. Precipitation and temperature, two factor is most important to effect on a crop growth. We all know less than precipitation is not good for a crop health, but too much water suffocates the plant root and can cause disease. Around 15 to 40 degrees Celsius temperature is good for the most of crop health. 40 to 60 degree humidity is good for a most crop plants. Solar radiations, light is required for biomass production by photosynthetic process. Wind speed is also affect a crop health. If wind speed is high, it remove leaves and damage crops like banana and sugarcane. Soil moisturizer, soil air, temperature, pH value, organism and reaction are also affect a crop health. Plants and animals two are the important biotic factors which is affect crop health. How a plant affect a other plants? Let me explain. When we cultivated different type of plant in a single area, then few plants did not get proper sunlight and nutrients, so they automatically damaged. Some topographic factors indirectly affect crop health, such as slope. The result is rainwater runoff and loss of nutrient-rich soil. A farmer's socio-economic factor is also greatly decide the input resources. So these are the important factors which is affect a plant growth. How we can use remote sensing in agriculture monitoring. So first of all, we can understand what is the meaning of remote sensing. In a simple way, remote sensing is the process of monitoring the physical characteristics by using satellite and aircraft images. So when we do study in remote sensing, then we should use few vegetation index. So what is the vegetation index? Vegetation index is a special band combination of red and infrared band which is show increasing vegetation greenness. Nowadays, we have so many vegetation index, but only few of them is important to give information about crop health. In this image, we can understand what is the meaning of phenology and how we can improve a crop yield. So a plant growth is divided into 5 or 6 divisions like seedling, tillering, jointing, booting, flowering, and maturity. So to seedling to maturity study is called phenology. When we do study phenology with biomass, then we can predict yield, which is related to land use management and also important to government policies. All vegetation index have their all characteristic. If we know information about plant biomass, we should use normalized different vegetation index. Moisturizer content, moisturizer stress index, leaf LAI, enhanced vegetation index, light use efficiency, RGVI is good for information. According to vegetation index value, we can divide a steady area into different agriculture conditions. Such as less than 0 means no agriculture, maybe there have settlement or maybe there have some water. 0 to 0.4 is low agriculture, 0.4 to 0.6 is medium agriculture condition, 0.6 to 7 high, and more than 0.7 is very high. When we use this vegetation index for calculation land use land cover, so we can use these type of algorithm. We can divide our study area in different land use land cover classes such as grassland, settlements, open and closed canopy means forest, cropland, and water. Our study on agriculture, so then we can give attention on cropland. And cropland have so many types of crops, so we can identify only a single crop. So in this map, we can see rice and non-rice area. For yield estimation and prediction, we can use different type of variables such as few vegetation index like NDVI, LSWI, EVI, and RGVI2. Use few sentinel 2 image band combination, band number 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, temperature and precipitation, soil data such as soil pH value, soil texture, soil water index, and soil total, nitrogen, few digital elevation model like expect, hillshade, slope, and dam. Rice is cultivating 2 times in the year. Image number A is show early rice time period and B is show late rice time period. For understanding a particular rice area, we should use few zoom site and also connected with field work like planting, development, and maturity. These are the few field photographs. This is the rice planting area, tillering, booting, and maturity. Upper photo show wheat and below photo is related to rice. NDVI time series based on crop phenology monitoring from 2017 to 2018. First graph is 12-month NDVI, which is related to different type of crops. So we can see cultivating time period is January and harvesting time period is June to December. Then we can separate wheat and rice. Wheat is cultivating 2 times in the year, winter wheat and spring wheat. Winter wheat planting time is October and harvesting time is May, and spring wheat April to October. Rice is also cultivated 2 times in the year, early rice and late rice. Early rice growing time period is February to June, and late rice is August to November. And we can see on April and September have high NDVI values, means that one is rice flowering time period, means greenness is higher. In this image, we can understand differences clearly. On seedling time period, no greenness means no vegetation values, and maturity also have same. And between the booting, tilling, and jointing have greenness is higher. So after cutting the rice, according to rice cultivation area, we can see this one is a definitely rice cultivating area. Remote sensing is useful for yield prediction with supporting data under different type of climate region. Random forest-based algorithm can successfully detect cropland and rice pixel by using a high number of training labels. The vegetation index has the ability to identify the lowest yield production area due to disease and natural disaster during the growing season. And it is helpful in the identification of yield limiting elements to enhance the efficiency of farming technique in various areas, also useful to farmers to recognize difficult areas on their farm and run essential ground procedure to reduce crop yield loss. Now we can understand the importance of agriculture to our society. So give attention to agriculture study. Thank you for all your attention. If you have any questions, I will be happy to answer them.